It's Dandadan, a show where we talk about Dandadan, an anime about the dum-da-dums. In this week's episode, we learn that Gigi has a massive tool. Could have opened with something better, but I thought, you guys should know. Okay, this is not a plug, so please watch this segment. I started something new and maybe a little bit crazy. It's a brand new email I set up for everyone to send me emails to read. Times are really tough right now, and I think it is up to each and every one of us to make a difference in at least one person's life, so I'm privileged enough to have thousands of you watch me weekly. So as a way to repay back everything you've helped give to me, I've opened up a new Proton Mail account where you can email me using the email here below. It can be literally anything. What made you happy this week, pictures of your cat, what made you sad, or maybe you just want to vent to me about something that's annoying you or something that has you excited. Obviously, I can't promise I can reply to everything, but I will try to read everything you sent me. Maybe we could all become like some sort of pen pal family through emails or something, who knows? So once again, the email is inboxinthesky@protonmail.com. I look forward to your emails, stories, and really just anything you want to talk to me about. This episode picks up from episode 20, and Jesus Christ, I didn't expect the first thing I saw to be a Wincience Waru, but Wincience Waru, my friends. I think I can see these two fight forever, if I'm being honest. That upward kick Okarun does into Ai launching himself through the smoke and being fast enough to catch Okarun off guard somewhat, but Okarun recovering and finishing it off with a dual kick battle. I mean, oh my god, and then the stare down, and then the soundtrack kicking in, and Okarun just pummeling Ai's guts as he is launched into the air, thinking he got Okarun with the cursed house, but instead it is Okarun who turns into whatever the hell this is, and sends him flying into what is left of the house. What in God's name? This was amazing! It's so much fun! But either way, this was an awesome episode. I'm so sad that this season is ending in just a matter of weeks, but at the same time, this core and this entire series thus far has been nothing but incredible. And this moment was very important to set up Evil Eye's character and to Okarun's as well. Ai wants to fight Okarun more, but Okarun does something surprising which I thought would lead to him getting his ass kicked further. He tells Ai that he is weak and essentially uses reverse psychology on Evil Eye. This is because, as they interpret the Evil Eye as a newborn baby or child, it sees things like killing humans as playing and fighting as an extension of his play. It's quite interesting, and by treating him as a child and with Okarun putting himself in the shoes of, well, when you think about it, the parent, Evil Eye quickly falls into the kind of mental trap Okarun lays out for him. He gets Evil Eye to not kill or harm any humans by promising to fight him once a week after school. The best part that had me howling at the moon is when, oh god, I can't believe they adapted this scene. Evil Eye takes his underwear off like it was nothing, and just hearing this screech from Momo and Ira was, oh Jesus. Hey listen, this episode was really funny in general, to be fair, so there are a lot of jokes I really like this episode, but this was great. Poor Hana though had to get an eye full of it, and it seems that Seiko, well, she didn't mind too much, as according to her, he's got a nice willy. So this canonically confirms that not only does Gigi have the dong, but he also has the dong. Also, God, I love the fact that Manjiro keeps Gigi's generic ass white underwear as cursed objects like it's one of Sukuna's fingers. And just the way that Okarun grabs onto Gigi's underwear, Jesus Christ. Oh, God, I love this show. But Gigi's parents then show up for the first time in forever, and I love his mom because, and this is not me simping for a MILF, by the way, I'm being legitimate, guys, because she is carrying a cat bag of all things, which Turbo G sees and has the best reaction to. Another cute moment is how polite Seiko is to the Injojis, and all the kids are just absolutely shocked at her language and demeanor. Something about that just, I don't know, it warms the cockles of my heart. I don't know why. But after all, but after they all leave, Momo eggs Okarun on to say more than a goodbye, which then leads into Ira attacking Momo as she is yet again called a skank for it. Seriously. Are we just gonna normalize calling Ira these horrendous names? Is this what society has become? Has become? Pathetic. So after they all leave, and after Momo gushes over them all and tells them she loves them, they deal with the house, and instead of dealing with the house, they go to the super bathhouse, which has some anime original bits in it, like Seiko and Momo on the train, with Momo looking like she wants to just jump off a cliff. What is that? So they head home, and Seiko is very laissez-faire about the whole house being destroyed bit. They have no money. Still, she puts on that tough image. And honestly, I like this, because on one hand, it shows how important it is to be a rock to children and be that symbol. Yet at the same time, it's a holistic view of items and objects. Like, items and objects are just things, but people mean more. I don't know, it's just like a refreshing take. But thankfully, they run into Mr. Ludrus, who they initially kick, which makes him very pissed off for the rest of the episode. Honestly, this is one of the best gags, because while he is helping them with the nanoskin stuff to rebuild their home, he is constantly breaking stuff too, because he is just so mad. And it is so funny, because Mr. Mantis is such a simp for human women that he tries to convince the girls, as he's angry at breaking stuff in front of them, that he's actually very happy to be around such beautiful girls and to be kicked by them. But he's not. And of course, Seiko nor Momo believe this. Mr. Mantis, by the way, being a simp, will probably never get old. Also, by the way, he is saying Toonum, or Toonm, but it sounds like he's saying Tama! So about this nanoskin stuff, it is one of the most interesting aspects of alien culture and tech thus far in the series, and really cool just to think about. The nanoskin rebuilds the entire house because it is made of ultra-high density nanomachines that effectively shape memory alloy like clay. So even if the nanoskin were to be damaged, it simply would revert to the cube, like object it originally was. And it works by reading the electric signals from the human brain when it pictures something to create it. So they literally recreate the entire house through the night, and by the time they get done, Mr. Ludrus just takes through the window because he's just so pissed off at Seiko and Momo. And best part, I'm telling y'all, that's the one. That's the moment right there. So after they all leave and Momo gushes over her newfound family, she mentions how their home has become this beacon for all sorts of people to come over, like it is a safe space for them all, so that they can hang out, escape, and just be themselves. And it's really interesting, and is actually one of the reasons I started that email thing too. So the Enjoji show back up after making Gigi chase after the car for some reason. I gotta say though, Miss Enjoji is one hell of a woman. And it is incredible that her husband can deal with all of that energy. But I dig it. I like it. I like the energy the Enjojis have. You know, they all have a very tight bond and are a bunch of happy, very happy people. Plus, they're real go-getters and very honest to one another. Very honest. The husband literally tells her to shut up at one point. I mean, you don't get more married than that, I suppose. Also, Gigi totally takes after his mom. So the next day, Gigi reveals to Momo on the way to school that he transformed a few times, but this time he didn't do anything. In fact, he feels much more connected to the eye and feels like he is enjoying himself and is even excited. Just goes to show that everything sort of worked out for Gigi and Evil Eye in the end because of Okaroon and all of the dum-de-dums. So Gigi asks Momo if she loves anyone, and she does something. Not sure what you could say this is, but she does that. This is clearly Gigi trying to figure out if Momo is single because he likes her. And how could you not like Momo at this point if you're Gigi? She has done so much to save Gigi, and in the end, it gave him a place and forgave him. This is when Gigi's simps arrive and hand him the new Pompey flavor. I love their name for it, Pompey. Oh, it's so great. Which turns him into Evil Eye. For the rest of the day, he stays that way. He starts by telling the girls he will butcher them, scares the girls. Momo is also told at one point she is getting hot and heavy with Gigi. Then that was just insane to say to someone out loud at school for like no reason. Like, what were they implying Momo is doing here? When has Momo ever acted promiscuous? It was so uncalled for, but also, not gonna lie, kind of hilarious. Eventually, Momo decides to let Evil Eye just be Evil Eye, even after he nearly kills the entire soccer team. Also, they actually removed something in the cafeteria scene from the manga. He actually threw the chopsticks there, but they removed that, which is fine, no biggie. But it was kind of funny in the manga though. But the episode ends with the Momo's insanely awesome friends, who I want to be in the story more and have their own manga and or anime, reveal a new lead to one of the Golden Balls, or the Gintama. Honestly though, this was a hilarious episode of Dandadan. Tama! I love that so much. One of the funniest ones, and had some of the best lines, like "nice weenie" or "nice willy" if you're a manga reader. Such an iconic quote from Seiko. You have no idea, and I'm glad it's finally adapted. Also, it was just a nice, heartwarming episode out this week, and I loved that so much. This series feels like your friend, you know, we're all dum-de-dums in a sense, and it feels inclusive, which I think adds so much value to the series. It also has a lot of heart, and this episode was just plainly awesome. Plus, there are end credits, which you probably did miss. I think the only episode thus far to have them, I'm pretty sure. Put in the comments if I'm wrong. It introduces a brand new character we will get to see in next week's episode, a character that I adore that I call the Rizzler. Thank you so much for your viewership. If you want more, check out the video on the screen right here. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.